Good evening, YouTube. I realise the title of this video is a little bit clickbaity. Lots of people have made videos like this in the past, but yeah, I think I actually mean it. I'm as bad as the next person for saying I'm not going to buy any more games and then buying more games. For me, consoles is the worst thing, but it's gotten to a point now where not only can I not justify the cost, but I kind of look at this stuff and think, damn, you got a lot of stuff. So let me show you around and we'll talk about it. So, first of all, I'm let's go into save mode here. Big fan of Game Boy, started buying a lot of original Game Boy games in the box. I've got some Virtual Boy there as well. Now, it used to be that buying loose games was enough for me. Loose Game Boy, because that was my first console. Then I got the bug. Those little cardboard boxes are fantastic, aren't they? Takes me back. And here I've got my Neo Geo MVS. Got some magazines over here. I've got a couple of items up here. I mean, when am I ever going to use that Game Boy case? Taking it round to my friend's house, or the Super Famicom one. The joysticks in the box. Never used that Super Scope. Game Gear needs recapped. That's a new Game Boy, because it's a variant. Down here I've got boxed Super Nintendo. There's another Game Boy. And there's another Game Boy. In fact, there are Game Boys in all of these. Neo Geo CD, Neo Geo AES. That's an empty box. Well, it's got the polystyrene, but I mean, I've got never used a zapper. I'm getting bad, and then we get over to the worst wall. Oh yeah, we get some of the big boys on here. I mean, look, I collect Super Nintendo variants. I just bought my second SNES Junior in the box. Oh look, another Game Boy. I'm terrible. I've got 4 SNES Minis. Oh, actually, 5. That one's unboxed. And there's my loose Super Nintendo. There's about 60 games there. And another loose Super Nintendo. I mean, I just think a lot of this stuff, the Neo Geo CD, I only take it out to test a new game. And the AES, I mean, that sits down there, but I've really got to start playing this stuff more often, I mean, who needs 3 box SNESes? And how many Super Nintendos is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, including the minis. I've got a problem. This is the thing, I started off as a gamer and then I became a collector. Jesus, there's 2 more Game Boys there. Oh yeah, and one over there as well. It's got to the point now where I've got to stop buying and start playing, or I'm never going to get through any of this stuff. I'm never going to play it. I mean, I got a copy of Chrono Trigger yesterday. I don't even like RPGs, aside from Zelda 3. Why? You know, I can play it on the SNES Mini. Why did I need 4 Neo Geos? You know, I have a Neo Geo consoleized NVS that I built. I've got an AES, I've got the CD, and I've got the Neo Geo X Gold. I've got a problem. You know, I apologised to my wife yesterday. You know, she was in here, and I said, "Look, I'm really sorry. I've got so much stuff." She was like, "Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I know you like it." And I said, "But there's so much that sometimes I get anxious about it. You know, like Jesus, if I was to drop dead tomorrow, how would you get rid of all this stuff? You'd probably sell it cheap." It's one of my biggest fears. They don't get the money back for it. So it's time to stop, and it's time to actually delve into some of these games that I have, you know. So I'm gonna stop going on eBay. I stop going on Vinted. I stop going on Amazon. I'm gonna stop going on Gumtree. Try and find something more constructive to do, like, you know, play my games, read more like I used to, and not view this as just like a museum or something like that, you know, where everything needs to sit perfectly and, like, you know, all of these. So yeah, you know, let me know what you think about this, because there's a lot of people in my situation, I would say, that they just get that endorphin, you know, buzz from saying, "Oh, this is in the post and that should be arriving tomorrow, and I've just purchased this." Yeah, we need to understand that there's only so many games we can play, and too much, you know. We're spoiled. Back in the day, you know, I maybe had 15 games from a Super Nintendo, maybe a little more, but that was a lot, you know. But you played them, so that was the thing, you know. You could finish a game or almost finish a game if it was really hard. But now I can get bored 10 minutes in, and I'm like, "Oh, I'll come back to it." But I don't come back to it. I just buy another 5 games, and anyway, I'm rambling now. But let me know what you think. I appreciate you watching. Thanks.